It's your boy Pootu. How's everybody doing today? I've got the Pootu crew here with me. Let me take off there. There we go. Hey, say hey, Pootu crew.
Hey.
Hey,
Pootu crew.
Hey, Pootu crew.
Hello.
Whoa. That's something.
Comfortable.
We are happy to be here. I'm wondering why I did have my camera open, but it is not showing up, so I don't know why that is. We're happy to have you guys here, and we are excited. I am very, very excited. I feel like it has been so long since we've done any sort of Dungeons and Dragons, and so I am very, very excited to be here. And tonight, I promise you picked a good channel for a campaign, because this is going to be a very kind of satire-rich campaign that is just going to make you giggle in every sort of way. So let's see here. The order of events tonight, we're going to dive right into this campaign. We'll let the characters introduce themselves here in a minute. But then after that, we will try to get into some of the cookout sponsorship grab stuff at the end with me and Alex, the Pootu crew.
My name is Jeff.
As well. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Climate Change, for that sound bite. My name is Jeff. So I have dropped some clues for this one shot for the month of October throughout our Instagram. If you guys have been watching closely on our social media, you would have seen it. So make sure you're following us on our social media for special tidbits like that. So here's a plug for all of our social medias: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're on all of those. We're also on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe and follow us on there, as well as Twitch. And then lastly, check out our social media tabs here on Twitch, particularly the one that's a merch store. That's right, we have merch now. You can get yourself a Pootu sweater. You can get yourself a Pootu t-shirt. It is all in our merch store, so check that out as well for good old Pootu swag. That's right. Air horn that. That is an important announcement. So I'm very excited about that right in time for the holidays. What better way to gift your family than with some Pootu memorabilia? So make sure to check that out. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, I've dropped some hints of what this campaign was. And if you've been watching closely, the Discord server has an event going on right now related to the name of our campaign. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal that, and I have a kind of a dramatic reveal that I want to do. I've got a theme song that is a Pootu remix that I've been working on for the channel. So this is just a remix of the theme song. So players, if you want, you can hear it playing on the stream, but I will get it pulled up here in a second. Once I take off some things. There we go. There's some artwork of our campaign, Osmodera Jones, a play off Osmosis Jones with Moderna in the middle. Osmosis Jones. I'm going to cut off that theme song. A little bit. So, for you guys that know the good old, I think it was 2000s with Bill Murray, and Osmosis Jones himself was voiced by Chris Rock. If you guys remember that film, it was back in the day. If not, there was a spin-off show on Kids WB, a Saturday morning cartoon called Ozzy and Drix, which I enjoyed. Basically, it was Osmosis Jones and his partner Drix go into the body of a teenager and Hector, and so it was this whole spin-off show about being in Hector's body as opposed to Bill Murray's body that the film was set on. So that is kind of the premise for our theme, and we will be playing a Dungeons and Dragons campaign that has been modified from DM Dave. So thank you, DM Dave. For you guys who do not know DM Dave, he's got a lot of free content out there related to Dungeons and Dragons, so check it out. So with that being said, let's dive into our campaign. I'm going to go ahead and click to get into the campaign if it'll let me. It's just not wanting to get off the title page here. And while I do that, Poochie Crew, how is everybody?
Doing good.
A lot of doing good and hummings, so that's good. Good.
It's good.
What kind of noises?
Good old noises.
Loud noises.
Lamp.
I like lamp.
I love lamp. Or do you really like lamp, or are you just saying that?
I hope you guys are ready for this campaign. I'm excited. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah.
I hope I'm ready too.
I'm stoked.
I'm ready to get microscopic.
Get celled.
Yeah.
Commit some microaggressions.
Or not, you know.
Ooh, good one.
You're in trouble.
You're in.
That's funny.
I'm in trouble.
Of course. I shouldn't have left it on the title screen, because now it's taking forever to load, because the stream is going
I'm ready
on.
to
Oops, sorry.
trigger
Just punched
some
my mic by
critical
accident.
hits.
Alex, are you by any chance in the voice chat for Roll20? And anybody else, any of the other players, you can just go ahead and get yourself out of any sort of broadcasting or
I'm
receiving.
pretty sure I'm muted.
Or muting or
Yeah,
anything
go to
I'll
like
the
just
that.
little,
reconnect to confirm.
Pog at the top and then go down and turn
Pog.
off audio.
And get on out of that.
Zickock.
Done.
And I am getting things set. I'm sorry about this Twitch. I thought I had all this set, but it's, of course, not allowing me to...
Being a little twitchy.
Yeah! It's funny how that is, ain't it? Alright, well, we're just gonna roll with it.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
Who led the chosen people across a semi-permeable membrane?
Who?
Osmosis.
Oh.
Thanks, I'll
That's
be
a
here all
really
night.
good joke. That's a really good joke.
Alright.
I like it because it's true.
I like it
Maybe
'cause
we'll
it's
meet
true.
him in this.
Oh yeah, was that like a spoiler? Ooh, that'd be good.
Spoiler. Not cool.
Yeah, why'd you have to go do that, Alex?
It
Why'd
was
you have
just
to go and
supposed
do
to be
that?
a funny joke.
I didn't mean to do it.
I'll see
Man.
myself out.
Speaking of see myself out, I actually added in the sound alerts door closing sound, just because we made that joke a running joke past couple weeks about like shutting the door and leaving on a comment. So that's for you, buddy. I put that in there so we could. There it is.
Thank you. I feel very seen right now.
Yeah. See, I wanted you to feel
We
validated.
see you.
I really did.
Y'all are wonderful.
I can't even with Zoom with Roll20 right now. I can't even.
What's going on?
You can't even, folks.
I can't even. I'm trying to get it just set for the stream right, and it's just not. It's just not happening. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and explain a little bit of what's going on for our campaign for the players to hear, and hopefully fix this while they're doing their player introductions. So, guys, you are going to be going inside of Doug the Dragonborn. Doug the Dragonborn has contracted a strange illness that is a new plague in the Forgotten Realms. A strange new virus has infiltrated the Forgotten Realms, and a new experimental drug is being developed to help combat this deadly virus. Doug the Dragonborn was selected because he was riddled with the virus and would be a great test subject. Doug the Dragonborn has already had one shot and to combat the virus, and will be needing another one as a second follow-up shot. You all were picked from your... You don't know this as the characters, you know this as the players. You all were pulled from your environments, created in a lab to be able to use to combat this virus in the Doug the Dragonborn. So you, as players, know that the object of this campaign is to go in, to take out a virus, and retrieve a sample to bring back to the lab so that a full-fledged vaccine can be developed against this deadly virus in the Forgotten Realms. So you guys need to kind of detach yourself from the characters for a second and know that that is your object of what kind of how this is going to work. As far as your characters, your characters are going to not know that because they come from their own isolated worlds and don't really understand the bigger picture of what's going on. So, any questions on that? We are level 8, everyone. Level 8 campaign. And this is a one-shot, so it's going to be a pretty limited series of sessions just designed to go in and combat this virus and get out. And we'll see if these players are able to do it or not. Any questions from the group before we get rolling?
Oh, sounds good.
Okay. I still am having trouble with Roll20. It's just I can't, like, the stream can't see anything because it won't zoom. It's like locked up. It won't let me out.
So his name's Doug.
Doug the Dragonborn. Because I
Where's
like
Doug
alliteration. I like alliteration. It's easy to remember. If you want my honest answers. That's my honest take on it.
Okay.
So we've got a pretty crowded stream here tonight, which is pretty awesome. I don't think we've had this many people playing all at once on a one shot before. So I'm gonna let the crew introduce themselves and who they're playing as. I will give you a chance in a minute once I get things hopefully rolling to describe your character a little bit more in detail. But feel free to give kind of a broad description of what you're playing, a little bit about your character now. And then we'll go to more kind of physical attributes and all that when I get a chance to kind of introduce you when we get rolling. So let's start with, we got PS Zombie with us. PS Zombie, you good going first? You can give us...
Sure.
All right, and then we'll kick it around to Climate Changer, then Alex, then Risky Biscuit. So go ahead.
So for now, we're just giving character.
Yeah, just kind of what you're playing, character information.
Stuff.
Yeah, and then
Right,
you can give a little backstory
Bat.
too if you will.
Yeah, my character's name is Bat Ray. He is a Batman-like cell. He's actually a bat rabies immunoglobulin. So he was housed in a bat, and ever since his parents divided that fateful day in the dark arteries of his bat home, he fought off rabies in his bat host and was pretty near winning until a mysterious new virus killed the only home he's ever known. And now he seeks vengeance upon this foreign virus for destroying his bat house. I don't know.
Does he have the Batman voice?
That he does.
I'm Climate
Swear to
Changer.
me.
I'm playing Q 2.0 Anon Bot, a highly advanced nanorobot developed by multiple conspiracy theories and powered by 5G cell phone towers to prepare and infiltrate any kind of organic body and destroy any viruses or fake news that it finds.
Satire, folks. I've already said it once. I'm going to say it again. Awesome.
How am I supposed to follow that? What? I should have been more creative.
We will seek the fake news. Exterminate.
Good evening, everyone. I'm next, right? I'm not jumping in
Yeah,
front
yeah,
of
you good. You good. That's
Okay,
right.
okay. Good evening, everyone. I am Alex. I am playing Purell. He is a gnome. Pretty sprightly guy for being over 211 years old. He doesn't know what this lab nonsense is about. His family, centuries ago, was eradicated by a plague that infiltrated his domain. And he has spent the last 200 years in training, ready to fight the virus should it ever present itself. So he hasn't spoken, he hasn't been around people, so he's a little ornery, and he is focused singly on his mission to eradicate the illness that took out his family.
Love it.
Sounds very isolated.
He's very lonely.
Love it. All right, Risky Biscuit.
All right. I am playing a cleric of life domain. My name is 999 because I am hand sanitizer, and I'm named after every thing that I killed at 99.9%. So I'm always consistent there. So that's why I'm named 999. I plan on cleansing everything I come in contact with. I've been fighting on the front lines in this forever ongoing war known as influenza, since COVID isn't real. For visual representation. Oh, we're going to discuss the visual stuff later. I worship the great and powerful deity, Mr. Clean, using holy relics such as the Tide Pen. I tend to use that juiced power on butchering all the unclean and undesirables.
All right.
I didn't choose this life. I was made for it.
Okay, naturally.
There's that. Yeah. I will be in a full support role for this cell squad.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome. You guys, excellent character descriptions and perfect adaptations to this campaign. A+ all around. Very well done. What up, Twitch? We're back. Putu Cruz here. And so am I. I gotta get my
Hey,
Dungeons and Dragons headwear.
he's the first member of the Putu crew.
I don't know where climate change went, so we miss you, climate. We want you back.
Did he post in chat?
I don't know.
I want you back.
That'd be a power move.
Yes, I do now. I want you back. Boo, 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 boo.
I say, climate, we miss you. That's what I'll say. I got our campaign figured out. I appreciate everyone on Twitch bearing with
He's
us.
fully offline. Maybe his computer crashed or something.
Maybe so. There we go. That's what I wanted you to see. And that's what the players should be seeing too. You guys should be seeing a little man floating in a suspended in a liquid with a needle in the liquid. Yes? Is that what we see?
There he is. That's what I'm seeing.
Cool. Alright, I'm going to drag your tokens out, your wonderful character creations, into this liquid.
The liquid. Nice. Ooh.
So there you go.
Wow. Incredible.
Everybody a little bit closer to the man. So everybody on stream can see. So we got our full players there. Not sure. Climate, you back? Climate? He's in the chat, but I don't know if he's made it all the way in the chat. Is everybody else there? I feel like I'm talking about myself.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Climate's just in there.
You're the
Just
host.
wait.
It's your stage.
I am center stage. Okay. So you're just minding your own business, each of you, all of your characters. And I think Climate Changer can hear me, so I'm going to keep talking.
Okay.
Hey, there he is. You okay, buddy?
There he is.
Yeah, somebody ran into the internet company in their car right down the street. But they're fine
Nice.
now. I'm back.
Seems legit.
Crazy Monday night.
That's the best you could come up with in a hurry.
Awesome. Okay, so let's get started.
The right spot.
It's been a Monday already on this stream. I feel like I can't get anything to work, but finally we got everything's working. So let's get started. So each of you, your characters are in your world. So think about your character, and we're doing a little theater of the mind, folks, where everybody's thinking about where they're from. Then you suddenly get taken away from where you're from for an unexplained reason. And you get placed in this weird liquid. It's not as warm as where you're from. You're used to your home being a little bit warmer, the fluid being a little bit easier to move around in. Where you are now is a little colder. And the liquid that you're in, you don't feel like it's about, for some of you that's a body that you came from. For some of you it's a lab that you came from. For some of you it's a habitat that you came from. And it doesn't feel the same. And you immediately realize that you're in a weird place that's not a very foreign place to you. You also, it's very bright in here. You're used to living inside of an environment that's a little bit darker and warmer. So this is kind of bright. You look around and you see other characters in front of you that also look a little confused about what's going on. You look in the middle of where you are, and there's this giant thing sticking up from the bottom of where you're at. Some sort of structure that you're looking at. Near that structure seems to be another person or thing. You can recognize that thing is a cell by nature of kind of your life and your backstory. Each of you know that kind of man in the middle is some sort of a cell, so similar to you in some capacity. You also are in a weird environment. You look around, you're able to see very well, and the walls of this place don't feel, some of you swim up and you touch the wall, they don't feel like home. It's a lot more slick. At home you remember things to be a little bit more rigid, and for those of you that come from inside of a body, if you're a cell, or inside of some sort of organism, those walls were a little bit more perforated and not as slick or smooth. You also see and hear strange voices on the other side of this wall. Things are huge. You see shiny things that you've never seen before in your life. You hear noises of whirling of noises that you've never seen in your life. The metal structure in the middle disappears for a moment, and you get turned upside down in this world, and you get whirled around in this machine that spins you very, very fast. And the whole tube, or the whole environment that you're in, swirls. I'm having to avoid words that your characters actually wouldn't know. You're swirling in sort of a vortex, and then you stop spinning, you kind of get reoriented, and then the metal structure reappears back in this world. And as the metal structure is slowly entering from the bottom of this world, you're able to lay eyes very closely on everyone around you. You all have moved towards the center of this world. You're all very close. You can see one another clearly. And you're able to kind of identify who you're with. So now is a good time for you guys to sort of explain what you look like, and then if you want to do any sort of interacting in this moment, because it's taking a little time for this whatever structure it is to come up from the bottom of the world. So why don't you give me, when we go around the table here, it looks like Climate Changer, according to this screen, Climate Changer, you're in the top left. So why don't you give us a brief description of what you look like and if your character's doing anything right now.
Okay, so Q 2.0 Anon bot is swimming around observing his environment with a large illuminated LED eye that to most senses would be very small. We're talking microns here, but his body is a clear plastic shell, and within is a series of servos, cogs, wheels, microchips, you know, machinery of all sorts. He's got two very strong-looking arms coming off, and he's just sort of inspecting things in a very non-intelligent manner.
Okay. I want to pause real quick. Guys, are you hearing any sort of feedback on my mic or on the stream by chance?
Not really.
I got a fan running. I want to make sure it's not too intrusive on the audio.
It sounds like a nice little like wind, like
There's a
calm.
hum, but I assumed it was a music track.
The hum is the laboratory equipment and the environment that you're in. That's my explanation.
There you go. Perfect.
Fully committed to the role play. Okay, moving on. Next to the top right would be PS Zombie's character.
All right, I am a immunoglobulin, so a white blood cell, but I'm contained inside a suit of my own making that makes me resemble more of a proper rabies virus, but for our purposes, it's a Batman suit. Due to my bat origins, I have an innate spider climb type ability, so I've firmly latched myself to a wall somewhere, and kind of Spider-Man crawling on it, just looking around, trying to spy any danger.
Okay.
I'm just a Batman suit guy.
So you're kind of doing a spider climb on the wall. A little bit more unapproachable, you would say, from the other characters, it sounds like, from that description.
Yes, I'm wearing a full face mask, so you can't see my reactions or anything, but I'm just I'm approachable if you feel like approaching someone.
You notice that Q 2.0 Anon is driving back and forth into the side of the glass over and over.
One is climbing the glass, one is perpetually bumping into the glass. Okay.
Dink, dink.
I think the next would be Perel. Yeah. Alex, you're the next character I see going in my clockwise direction. Was your character look like and/or doing?
Yeah, so Perel is he's taking it in. He's obviously overwhelmed. This is a different environment. He doesn't necessarily know what's going on, but he's stoically taking it in. He's watching the chaos of things running into the glass, things interacting with the glass. He is not used to being so small, even though he's a gnome. He's 4'11" and 380 pounds. So he's a very stout gnome. Again, 211 years old, but he doesn't act a day over 150. And he's stoically staring out the glass. He's just, again, taking everything in. He's not sure what's next, but he feels ready for it.
Okay. And then lastly, Risky Biscuit, tell us about your character.
All right, so I am a hand sanitizer out of a dollar store 1.75 liter bulk bottle. But for this mission, so we all know what that looks like, but for this mission, for visual representation, I am simply a personified as a blue-like spirit orb with a sparkly hue.
Okay.
With a shine almost like a glittery mermaid bath bomb. Okay. So there's also a not so subtle aroma surrounding me, almost like a spilled bottle of vodka. So, and I'm just kind of floating, trying to see. I'm treading water right now. So I'm just kind of in the area.
Okay. You're just treading water and observing. So
yeah, I'm just kind of in the area. Yeah.
Perel doesn't like him.
And Perel is giving him the stink eye. In the middle of all of you is another cell. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell everyone on Twitch and the players that this is also a little influenced by Cells at Work, which is a great Netflix show if you haven't seen it. Check it out. Cells at Work is basically like a anime take on the human body. So anyway, I heavily influenced from that as well because it's a good show. But in the middle is a very well dressed and proper looking cell. Looks like what you see there on the screen. He's dressed very, like, seams are perfect, manners are perfect. He's sipping some tea, just kind of sat floating in the liquid, just very proper. And what he's doing right now is he started to suddenly turn his attention after just kind of scanning and looking at all of you and kind of looking you over and giving you a nod. He's now diverted all of his attention to what's going on outside. And I'm about to turn on some music. I want you guys to kind of tell me if this is too oppressive or not. Is that
Fine.
okay?
Is it hooked to a boombox?
You could cut it down like a twidge, you know what I mean? By a twidge.
Very Peter Panish. I like it.
Yeah, it's very. I like my audio picks for this as well. Using the Roll20
Whimsy
audio
in the
suite.
stream. Burr, burr, burr.
Okay,
Is that a jazz flute?
I bet you.
Burgundy in here.
Maybe, I don't know. I bet you picked that out. Very, very good at ear there, Risky Biscuit.
It's pronounced Yaz flute.
Yes, you guys.
You're right, it's Creole.
Yes.
You see you reckon
Play the Yaz flute.
many
Play
of
the
you,
Yaz flute.
many of you know what a body looks like. Like, you know the parts of a body just by nature of your worlds. So you see what you recognize to be a finger of some large being coming towards the glass and giving it a thump, thump thud on the side of the wall. It knocks off a little bit of P.S. Zombie's character. It knocks it. I'm going to call you Q2 Anon. Is that how you say it, Climate Changer?
You can say that. You can call me Q.
Q, okay. Q and Batrig. It knocks you guys back a little bit from the vibrations of the wall. And you notice it to be some sort of a female creature with long nails. And you can characteristically see it very in the distance, the outline of what looks like to be some sort of an elf in some sort of
Exterminate.
white attire. And you hear voices starting to talk. And you hear the one saying, you need to get this second dose. You need to get this second shot. I think I'm feeling fine, doctor. You hear another gruff voice over this female voice that says, I don't need another one. I don't need another one. Well, Doug, are you scared of needles? You hear these kind of loud voices because in scale, you guys are very, very small in comparison to these two creatures. You see that the woman that seems to be now grasping the vial and the metal structure going into the world where you are. She's very close, and you see the other voices coming from a fuzzy outline of a creature in the distance, but is getting closer. The creature that is holding you seems to be carrying you towards that gruff voice, and he says, the gruff voice again says, I don't need another, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling fine, I don't need another one of those. I'm starting to think you really fear needles, Doug, I really do. I feel nothing. Just sounds the most unhealthy you've ever heard a creature sound. So you get closer and closer and closer. The two voices are going back and forth, both arguing about this. And then you suddenly see the metal structure is starting to vibrate a little bit. And the cell in the middle, the well-dressed cell, looks around at all of you and says, well, I suppose it's about time then. And he looks at all of you. Do you guys do or say anything in this moment?
Must exterminate fake news.
I do not know what this fake news is, but Q2, very nice
Fake
to meet
news
you.
detected.
No, I assure you I'm no fake news. My name is Helper T. I'm the Helper T cell. My job is to get to know the virus that you're about to encounter. Very nice to meet all of you. And he gives you kind of a nod. Do you anybody else say anything to this helper T cell?
I asked him when's the last time he's washed his anything on him, his hands or anything, and does he need me to give him a hug?
Oh, I appreciate that. I sanitize frequently. I assure you. These clothes are fresh. I change my clothes every 6 hours and make sure on the dot, and also make sure to regularly sanitize and wash my hands. I appreciate you. And he gives you kind of a nod with his tea. But I'm all right, thank you. I'm quite fine. I am here to help you with your journey you're about to go on. Do you wish to know what's facing you ahead? And you kind of see his properness fade away a little bit, and a little bit more what settles in behind this properness veil. The veil seems to drop for a second, and you see in his eyes a little bit of what you detect to be fear as he talks about what's facing you all on the other side of this structure. Does anybody else choose to interact or say anything?
I'm going to attempt in a clear, brightly lit container to sneak up on him. I'm gonna sneak up behind. Keep in mind, I am in a matte black suit, surrounded by transparent glue. We're gonna do our best here.
All right, go for it, man.
That's just what I'm about.
Yeah, go for the roll.
It's not shady at all.
So
My,
Keybot is
my-
gonna try to help by distracting. He's just gonna keep saying.
Well, my
"Fake
armor
news."
already comes with advantage on stealth, as my adaptive stealth technology does its darndest, you know. It's trying. Oh, a natural 20.
Very well. All right, what do you choose to do?
Strong roll off the bat.
Once you successfully sneak up with him, because it was a tough difficulty,
I'm just
but you made it.
I'm gonna just try to kind of out of his line of sight, and then just sneak close to him so that my mouth is near his ear and say, "Where's the virus?"
And I'm going to tell you that the virus isn't real.
Okay. Well, he shockingly responds to he shockingly responds to the sneaking up to him. He did not see that coming at all. So to Batrig, he's going to be
us, just to be fair.
Yeah, to Batrig he goes, "Oh my word, the virus is in that creature. You're about to go into that creature to take on the virus." And he turns over and he looks at 999 and he looks you dead in the eyes, 999, and says, "Oh, I assure you it is quite real. Our first team did not make it out that we sent into that creature." And he gives a nod to where you guys are headed. "I assure you that this task is not going to be easy. You will need to go in there and chase something that is a virus that we've never seen before, and I assure you it is a nasty one." And he kind of cuts his eyes back at Batrig, and then looks back at you, 999, and then says, "The team before you has already fallen, but there is a chance that some of them may be recovered if you go look for them in that creature," as he points to where you're headed. "Also, you will need to make it out of there alive with the RNA of this virus. Do you know what that is?" He looks at you guys kind of starting to lose a little confidence at the shenanigans he's seen so far. Basically, you know it to be part of the virus, just a piece of his clothes or something like that. So for D&D terms, just a piece of his person. The RNA, for you guys back at home that want to look it up on biology stuff, you can read about RNA for viruses and stuff and how that's used in vaccines. So basically, he wants you to go in, exterminate this virus, and bring back a piece of it out of the body. Very well, he says. If there are no more questions,
Exterminate?
You will need to exterminate Q2, he says, and then he...
What is the cell phone service coverage like?
Better question. Who's the provider?
He's the provider.
Is it
I
Cricket?
will require 5G connections.
I the only one we have is a boost? A boost? Something a boost?
Cricket
Boost
Mobile?
Mobile?
Yeah, something with boost. I don't know. I don't get told these things. And then you watch as he's floating, still drinking his tea very gingerly. He uses one of his feet, as you see there. His feet are kind of suspended above the needle or the structure that you don't know what it is. And he taps. Just a light tap with his 2 feet. And you all start to feel pulling on yourselves as you start getting sucked towards the middle of this structure. And a loud whirling noise is going on. And he yells out above the whirling, "Good luck! Should you need anything, try not to die and make it out, and we can talk again." And you all start getting sucked down into the structure. And then, we'll cut to where you end up. To the injection site. Alright, I'm going to try to get this so the stream can see. So, will you guys do me a favor and make sure to get your tokens? Again, you can drag your tokens from your journal over onto the play area. So, you can do that for me.
Top right, top left, top bottom left.
Top. You kind of see what you're looking at right now is a tower that goes down. You're starting from the base, so the top corner.
Okay.
We've arrived.
Yeah, exactly where you guys are. So there is 2 other spots between beside Bat Rig. So Purell if you'll pick one, and then 999 if you'll pick the other. And you guys, how the first kind of 4 squares around between 2G and Bat Rig, that'll be your occupied space. And
I'm gonna break out my Tinker's tools, and
Okay.
I'm gonna real quick. There's a large block of text, but I'm only doing one thing. I can make up to my spellcasting modifier, which is +4, small magical items, and I'm gonna make those 4 flashlights that shed bright light on 5-foot radius and dim light for an additional 5 feet.
Perfect, because my deck's description was that you can barely see in here.
So now we each have a little flashlight of my own creation.
And just for the viewers, I have a bright LED surround around my central eyeball. This sort of, relates back to the torch. So it's just the, view distance of a torch.
Nice. Bat Rig, if you can kind of move into the top left so that all characters are in a 4x4. Thank you. So the thing about this campaign, players, is that everything on the map is to scale to the footage of what you need. So your measuring tool is exactly what it is. I measured out all these maps, exact dimensions. So where you're starting, it's exactly that much to that first entrance or whatever. So keep that in mind. Also, I'm going to go ahead and get everybody to roll initiative. So let me get the turn counter up before we do. But go ahead and roll initiative, everybody. And the thing about this campaign, folks, at home or players, is that we will stay in initiative order this whole time, which means that that's going to stay up. Why? Well, many of you may know that the body doesn't like foreign substances. and these guys are considered foreign substances. So we're going to keep a track of how many rounds we're going into this campaign, and I'll put little trackers there in the chat here on the screen for you to watch, as well as our Twitch chat, so you know what round we're in. But after 100 rounds, which seems like a long time, but trust me, it's not, something may happen. We'll see. Basically, players, it's some sort of immune response that happens after elapsed time. So this is the only way I know to simulate that.
We have a time limit.
So you better like it, because I got no alternates.
Okay.
I'm sweating.
Okay.
All right. Alex and Biscuit Biscuit, you guys can go ahead and hit initiative on your character sheet. Make
They
sure
I'm
roll.
confused. So I
You need to-
did, and it says you wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token. Oh, I gotta select it first.
Yeah, you gotta.
you gotta select your token and then click.
Oh my goodness.
I know,
You can keep the
it's
same number.
exact same thing.
How do I do that? I don't know. Where's
You can hold shift
There you
and
go.
like, double click or something.
whatever? I'll just re-roll.
Oh yeah, you can keep the same number by just.
Oh, there we go.
Or you can
Okay.
just get the same.
There we go.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you, guys. Okay, I'm getting up my guide now to get us ready for this.
We're back.
So you guys are getting in here.
I say, my God, the scale of this place. Get 100 bats in here. Also, as often as is possible, at the DM's discretion, I will be walking on the ceiling instead of the floor.
Well, so what you guys see in front of you, I'll just do a little description. It looks to the players and people on the stream, it looks like an actual tower with stairs that's inverted going the other way. So that is actually what your needle looks like. The walls are this kind of slick surface. Again, it's not perforated anyway, slick and shiny. And there seems to be this sort of grit thing in the middle that spirals down. That staircase you see is actually like a staircase. And if you want Batarig, you can climb on the underside of the stairs to go down. But that's kind of a corkscrew of the needle to help assist the travel of cells down into the body. Let's see here. You enter at a low 45-degree angle, and you noticed as you were getting drawn into the metal structure and going in, there was a big commotion. You heard a lot of things being knocked over and screaming and yelling, and immediately upon impact into this body, something went wrong. There seemed to be some sort of conflict on the outside that caused you to miss your mark. So you have landed in an area you are not supposed to, and there was a loud grunting from Doug the Dragonborn when you entered his body. So, for context players, what happened on the outside that your character is not aware of was that the physician and the patient got into it, and the needle entered right around the lung area. So now that the needle is in, you will need to traverse this needle, and let's see. Acidic ooze cascades down towards you down this cresting spiral staircase. With each breath, you feel hot air push through the tunnel. You suspect that the tunnel may have pierced not only its stomach, hence the acid, but also its lung. You see what looks like
Big needle.
You see what looks like an exit into the lung 40 feet ahead. Although dark, judging by the acid escaping the womb, the entrance to the stomach is probably at the end of the tower, 70 to 80 feet in front of you. So that is what you know.
I know. Chemtrails enter the lungs. I must investigate.
All right.
Wise words. I'd prefer not to go to the stomach. I'm somewhat aquaphobic.
Okay.
He says, surrounded by fluid. There's different kinds of fluid.
Well, no matter where we go, I will cleanse it.
Such appropriate
Let me scout out
for
the
a
lungs.
cleric too.
Cubot
Yeah.
sort of
What is
like
there?
It's gonna be
Climate
an
change.
unapproved nod.
okay.
Everybody okay? I hear a
Is that
whirling
Purell
noise.
breathing?
I don't know. I thought it was my fan. I cut it off. Okay. So, on initiative 20 and 10, I have to do something. So, in the initiative, going first is 9999. So, I'm going to go first because on initiative 20, I need you guys to succeed in a DC 20 strength save.
Yikes.
As you feel
This is no
the
problem.
air whirling and pulling you towards the lung as an inhale starts to suck you down the tower.
Must resist.
Okay? Bat Rig clings onto the bottom of that spiral structure. The 2G robot is just banging into the wall, still trying to figure out how to get out of here. But he is safe.
Is it 20 or 12? I thought you said DC 20.
Sorry, DC 10. On initiative 20. Sorry, I got
Okay.
those two confused.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm confused now. So what am I doing?
You were doing a strength save. You did a
Save,
con
right.
save there, climate change, by the way. I needed a
Oh, okay.
strength. Oh, man. 99.9.
Strong
Triple
boy.
nine.
Strong boy. Qbot saved.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Alright, Alex, you need to do a strength save, my man.
Yep.
See if
looking
your
for it
little-
now.
Huh? Oh, you're
It's
working
right
on it.
under your proficiency bonus to the left of your hit points.
I feel so bad because you do such a good job describing where these things are. Like it's,
That's how it
it's
goes.
not you. I just want to be very.
It's to the right of your dexterity modifier. There's a square box that says saving throws at the bottom. That lists each of the stats within it. Nice.
Perfect. You all save. You all resist this whirling wind that seems to be sucking you towards the lung area of the tower. All right. I have to do something on initiative 10 myself, but you guys are good to do whatever you want to do. So 99999999, you're up. What would you like to do?
All right. So is the how dark is the area?
It's naturally dark anywhere in this body. However, Bat Rig casted light for you, so you have some line of sight on things.
Like- Yeah, I gave you like a little flashlight.
Yeah. He gave you
I
that
was
little
gonna use
flash.
light.
It's in a
Okay.
bad shape. But you can use light because this only lets you see 10 feet if you want.
So boom. Let me use
Okay.
one of these bad boys.
Nice. You're able to see.
And, double C, so it's extra bright now. I think I'm gonna go ahead and am I descending upward or downward? It's kind of downward, right?
Downward. The only way in front of you is downwards at a 45-degree angle.
Southwest.
So I'd say about I can move. How fast am I? Let me go back to my core.
Yeah, you'll need to
About
measure that
30 or
out.
so.
The little tape tool, if you've used that before, that'll tell you how far you
I
can
have
go.
never used it,
Yeah.
so I can go all the way down to about here. Yeah.
Okay. So you're
Okay.
headed towards the stomach now, or the lungs are right there to your right. And if you keep going, you'll end up in the stomach. It's up to you.
Ooh. Who wants to go into the belly?
No,
I'll do it.
Okay.
I prefer the lungs.
Go straight in those guts.
I believe that
I can't rule out. Let's just say that if it's a respiratory virus or a stomach virus, I know where I want to be. Not where the diarrhea is. The answer to that question.
Oh, I said stomach. I'm going no lower.
Not where the guano is.
That's right. You call it guano for all species, right? Not just a bad thing.
It's not just a
Sometimes at
bad
parties I
thing.
say things that are just bad things. It's really embarrassing.
All right. Anything else you want to do? You've used your movement and your action.
I'm good. I'm just gonna sit here and wait for the crew to come down.
Okay. All right. It is Q2's turn.
Qbot is going to, with his ion drive, push forward 30 feet near Purell, and he's going to do a quick perception check to see if he sees any chemtrails or microplastics.
Okay. What is a like a small plastic? What is that?
Yes.
You know, it's like when you drink out of a water bottle.
You know, you consume a credit card's worth of microplastic every day.
So microplastic near the lung.
Gosh.
So you can
Yes.
tell with a 15 perception that he has no. I will just okay. I will say that you can kind of see a little bit into the lungs from where you are right now, and so microplastic you see a little bit of what you understand to be trace amounts of insulation of this foreign strange substance, which you the player know it's insulation, but you the character you don't know what it is. It seems to be grinding
Yes,
into the
looking-
wall of this organ and irritating it. It looks very kind of red, spots of red in there from what you can see.
Okay. Microplastics detected.
All right. Anything else from you, Qbot?
That's it.
All right, Purell, what are you going to do?
Alright, so Purell actually is a gnome, has dark vision, so he can see within about 60 feet of where he is. I can only see different shades of gray, so I can't really make out color with dark vision. But I can see pretty far distances, about 60 feet from where I'm standing. So
Hey, Pharrell, isn't it weird how the walls are all rainbow?
What?
Strange. all these colors everywhere. Very odd. It's remarkable.
I feel like you're making fun of me a little bit. But,
I like how the colored patches tell you exactly what you're traveling.
I can only see 50 shades of gray. This is preposterous. I'm gonna move down.
I can see microwaves.
I think Purell, based on what the rest of the group wants to do, I'll either follow the group or we'll go to the stomach. But for now, I'm gonna hang back with the group since we gotta make our way down the staircase. And that's all I'm gonna do.
Awesome. Who is having... There's a little scratchy mic going on. Somebody's having a little mic issues. Just don't know who it is, but FYI. People can
We
check
just
the
have
mics.
to weed out the traitor, so we all
That's
have
right.
to talk one at a time.
That's right.
I am
That's
talking
fair.
now.
All right.
That's
I'm
fair.
so
I am
nervous.
talking now.
Before Bat Rig goes, you guys need to give me another strength saving throw. As you feel wind pushing you now, rather than pulling you. Pushing you, coming from the direction of the lung, and pushing you back. All right, Q. Yeah, okay. I just saw your perception. All right, you hold in tight. Purell, you kind of grip onto the staircase and sustain it. You Qbot fails and 999 fails. Batterig, you stay clung to where you are. Okay, so
Oh my gosh.
you are pushed 20 feet towards the lip of where you came in. So you're 20 feet backwards. So if you will move your character 20 feet back towards the way you came in. All right. Thank you. You guys are pushed back from this wind and pushed a little bit back towards where you came. All right, Batrig, you're up.
All right.
How dare you?
I'm gonna use about 30 feet of movement. Get here. I'm gonna try to scope out what's inside the lump.
Okay. You can use a medicine check to kind of understand the layout of the body, or you can use a perception check to see what's immediately around you.
Oh, look what's around me. I
Okay.
fear.
Are you wanting to know?
Night fears me, I mean. I don't fear anything.
That's right. You have no fear. Now, are you looking to check out the lungs? Are you looking to check out the stomach?
I'm looking into the lump, trying to see
Hearing a lot of static.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Sami, it's kind of hard to hear you, buddy.
Hello?
It's like in and out.
It's all that wind from the lungs.
I know.
Just gotta slap it around.
There you go.
Anybody?
Just got
There,
Okay.
there.
Just slap it around a bit.
No, for real.
So you're trying to figure out what's up in the lung, what you can see in the lung?
Yeah, I was just seeing like where it leads and if there's anything in this lung that I can see.
You are looking at the right lung. It's large grayish brown organ, roughly 75 feet, you can tell, long. It's about 40-ish feet wide from what you can tell. And it's about 15 feet tall ceiling from what you can tell. So it's a pretty open chamber from kind of what you can tell from your sight. You see these sort of what looks like bluish lines, which you disseminate to be veins. And it seems to be, the walls seem to be expanding and contracting. There's a wall.
Does it seem like it goes anywhere?
It does. I was about to say,
Or
there's
does
a
it-
hole where you are now, like that you're looking through, and then there seems to be somewhat
Right.
of a doorway on the other side of this chamber.
Okay. I'll kind of shout back to the group. All right, which way are we going?
Go inside it.
Going in the lung?
Do it.
Follow the chemtrails.
Do it.
So
All right.
Dive in.
you used a skill check, but are you gonna use you're welcome to use an action if you want. I'll let that be kind of a free action.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action, cunning action as a rogue to dash to give myself some more movement,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go kind of over here.
Okay.
Swoosh.
So what's gonna
Just
happen
go just inside the lung.
is I'm gonna move. It's weird. I was thinking about this. I was gonna make it so just you could see PS Zombie what's that map looks like, but there's not a good way
Uh-huh.
to do that in Roll20, is there? I have to move the whole players tab back and forth.
Yeah,
I mean, I could put your token on the
there's
map.
got to
but
be a
then-
way to split it into individual, but I don't know how to do that. I know what you're saying though.
Okay.
I mean, we can just wait. We can just skip the rest of my turn and see what the other guys do first if you want.
No.
I leave it with you.
I'll leave you there. I'll tell you if you get anything, if anything happens in the lung area. I'll kind of describe it in detail, but we'll keep it on this screen for simplicity's sake. Okay, so that is the end of the turn for Bat Rig. So 2 things happen. 1, you feel the entire structure. Not you, Bat Rick, but the rest of you guys, the rest of the party, you feel the whole structure you're in start to my camera is stuck.
Get out of here.
My camera is stuck on a very appealing picture of me, or frozen on a very bad frame of me.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's quality content.
It's starting to shake or vibrate a little bit. I know, right? I'm just trying to give you guys good description, and I get, you know, I have to use my hands and stuff.
I think we have our first emote.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Maybe if I do that. Nope. Still just unfrozen there. I'll take it off for a second and see if it resets.
Twitch has chosen.
Twitch has chosen. Very well. There it is.
You have been chosen, my friend.
Love it. I'll keep it up like that just because. Okay, so you guys notice that the structure is starting to slide backwards the way it came in. So basically, you have a limited amount of rounds, specifically 5 rounds. So it will be 4 more rounds after this round, if that makes sense, till this structure goes away. So the needle is actively retracting. And you also notice that you're being sucked towards the lung. Again, there's another inhale, and you guys are being pulled towards the lung area. So you have to make another DC strength saving throw. All right, 999, you stay.
Already in the lung.
Yeah, you don't have to do this, Bat Rig.
Right.
Qbot and Perel, you guys failed. So you are being pulled 20 feet towards the hole. So measure out 20 feet towards the entrance of the lung, and you are pulled that direction. Perel, you're pretty much pulled into the lung.
Yeah, if it's 20 feet, right about here.
No. The lung is that little hole to the left of you, bud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What is that down there?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, is that the stomach?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm worried about it.
Okay. And it is Triple Q's turn.
Alright, well, I need to stop wasting time and get in here. Oops, let's see. How do I do that? Let's see. Move my...
Make sure you
This
get
is
the
what-
arrow. Yeah, the top left. There you go. Well, you did it for a second.
Yeah, I thought I did. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just clicking. Button smashing over here. How do you make the thing measure? Like the...
Top left, you go to the little circle with the ruler in it. Left click on it. Then you drag, click and drag on where you're measuring from.
Okay. Oh my goodness. do not want either of those things. Well, last time this is 30 feet. This is where I got to go. So, I know this is at least 30.
Okay. You could use a dash action and continue moving into the lung if you choose.
Then I will use a dash action and I will go inside of you.
Okay.
Like this. Alright, and whew. Fresh air.
All right.
That's it.
Then it is Cubot's turn.
Cubot is gonna head into the lung. He can move 30 feet, so he's gonna head up there by Bat Rig, and he's gonna, of course, he's gonna check the cell signal. He wants to see how many bars he's got right now.
Do you want to do a roll for cell reception? Give me a D20.
If you want me to roll,
Yeah, give me a D20. Let's see how you got. You got barely a bar. It's spotty. You definitely have LTE. You don't have 3G right now, and you have barely a bar in one area.
I
Basically
cannot
roaming at this
connect to the hive mind. I don't know what to do. So he's lost connection. Guys.
Okay. Now that you guys are all in the lung, I'm going to move over to the lung and let you guys position your character sheet, your characters on the lung where you were. So to describe this room, so that since you all are in here, I will describe the lung. When I get to it. It's a large, grayish-brown organ. It is roughly 75 feet long by 45 feet wide. The distance between the bottom of the floor and the top, the ceiling, is about 15 feet. Throbbing blue veins encircle what looks like thick, chitinous piping. Every few seconds, the organ expands as air flies through an exit at one end, then contracts as air escapes. In addition to the hole, there's a hole at the opposite end where you guys entered. Then at one of the side walls, there is another naturally occurring exit from which a number of veins spill. A thunderous pounding, not unlike a war drum, comes from that exit. You are also already in initiative order. For some reason, the turn order just went away on the stream.
Well, it went away on the game, too.
Yeah.
But see, it's still up.
I guess
on the
you
game.
switch levels, I guess. I don't know.
I still see it.
Since we weren't on the board already, it didn't know which character to.
You guys see it now? I have it
Probably
up.
right. But it's just.
You want us to roll this initiative again, or?
Sure. Let's do that because we are going to use this to track the immunity response. So let me get that. So everybody,
And
re-roll
don't forget
initiative.
to select that token.
You have
One
cleared
better. Let's go.
the needle.
That needle's just still in it, man.
Yeah, you start hearing
Yeah,
it
well-
vibrate more as it starts to exit. And you guys, what?
What?
I'm trying to get your. Okay, never mind. I don't know what's happening. All right. You hear these loud screeching noises from a creature to your left and a creature all the way against the back wall. They look like round, insect-like beasts. And did it roll initiative?
What's wrong with this dude's lungs?
He vapes.
I told you he's not healthy.
This is your lungs on vape.
This is a high nicotine vapor.
This whole channel has been.
These are the heavy metals.
Remember, kids, stay
this
healthy.
This guy does like
Just
competition smoke. Like he like deep inhales and like fogs a room.
But it
Yeah,
makes
he's
him
one of
look
those
so cool.
kids who uses like the hookah pipes and like they go to competitions and make rings and stuff.
He also mixes flavors. He'll take like cinnamon toast crunch with like melon.
Oh,
Yeah.
just to throw his opponents off.
Yeah.
All right, so these are some sort of insect-like beasts that see you and immediately react to your presence in this chamber. You also notice that the body shakes a little bit. That's an indicator that now you are entered in the body and considered a foreign substance. So we'll be keeping track of the rounds for this point, as the body will have an immune response after so many turns. And let's see. As you feel the chamber expanding and decreasing, you don't feel tugged or pulled necessarily, so you won't have to worry about that feature. But you do see these beasts moving your direction. So let me get that up because they are at the top of the initiative. Okay, so this one over here moves right in front of Perel and screeches at it, and you just hear it as it gets closer. It go. It's got like a sucking noise it does with its mouth.
I don't like it.
I'm intrigued.
Neither does Doug. He can't breathe right. And the other one moves towards your direction. All right. Triple
There's a
9.
hole in his lung.
Okay.
Has been inhaling lake water.
Alex using his channel points. Thanks for redeeming those, Alex.
What happens? You use that breathe water spell.
All right. So I'm gonna orb myself behind this guy, and then I'm gonna well, actually off to an angle. Let me say that. And then I'm just gonna drop bombs already. I'm gonna go with a sacred flame because I'm not even gonna question. This is a threat. This thing is clearly a threat, and it needs to be taken care of.
Just to be clear, what would be the criteria of not a threat to your character in particular?
The 0.1%, like the 0.01% that I have not cleansed, which is everything else. So yeah, everything's a threat.
I too hate the elites. That top 1%.
Yeah, and I want to attack this little creature here that's like right in front of me.
All right. Why does
You
he
fail.
Why does? Oh, okay. What's the failure dex for that? For Sacred Flame, do you get knocked prone or
15.
something?
15. You failed.
But what does that mean? for a sacred flame?
It means
4
here.
radiant
I'll
damage.
post it. I'll post it. Hang
Oh,
on.
you take the radiant 4 damage. Okay. That
Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to do that there.
Okay, gotcha. So or take the damage. Okay, so it takes 4 damage. Okay. It screeches, horrifying screech as it gets hit with this like gel flame that looks like hand sanitizer.
Yep. That's accurate.
Cool. Anything else?
It came out of like a dispenser too. Like I just like imagine like a beam. Like just imagine like a soap dispenser just got squirted onto it.
Cool.
It's like the bubbly foam.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. All right. Anything else from you, or are we going to Perel?
Nice.
No,
this combat
we're
just
good.
keeps getting less gross.
That's right.
I'm good.
We're only in the lungs.
Yeah. Wait till you start making your way through the digestive tract. It gets really crazy.
Making my way.
I learned a lot about the body making this campaign, many of which I didn't want to know.
Nice.
All right, Perel, what you gonna do, my man?
This took a weird turn. All right, I want these things gone, mostly because I hate that noise. So I'm going to go up to one right in front of me, and I'm going to break out the old... Okay, nope, not that.
No, thank you.
No, I appreciate it.
Scoot
I like
over.
the
I'll take
enthusiasm.
this one.
Let's. I'm going to go ahead and pull out that longbow, and we're going to get to work.
All right.
So I'm going to... There we go.
A 15 will hit.
Nice. Alright, so let's see. For 4 piercing damage.
Okay. It screeches.
And then I'm actually going to move. Now that I've made my hit, I'm just going to go back a ways. I'm just going to fall in line with my fellow fighters here, just to make sure that if this thing pops off, that I can maybe hide behind one of them.
Okay. All right. It is Batrig's turn.
I am going to move up here. I'm going to attempt to hide as a bonus action with my roguish
All right.
prowess.
You blend into the lung.
And I'm going to hold an action of throwing one of my batarangs for when someone is within melee range
Okay.
of one of these creatures.
Okie dokie. And so that's the end of your turn, correct?
Yes.
All right. Q2.
Qbot
Qbot.
quickly heads over directly in melee range of the creature.
That triggers
And-
my criteria. The minute he's within melee range with it, I will chuck a batarang.
Go for it.
Doom.
That'll hit.
There's
Bat
23
pulse.
Yeah.
Love
He
it.
uses the power of ATP for an electric attack. Alright, I get sneak attack on this because an ally is within 5 feet.
Nice.
So that is going to be 20 lightning damage
Very nice.
as I stealthily chuck my lightning battery.
It is very
So
confused.
is this like old school Batman?
He's
If
all
your
school.
character is like old school Batman. So if
All school.
like the words pop up every time he attacks,
Oh.
just be like bam.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's
It
what I'm
does,
envisioning.
but like
Right.
it pops up with like extremely scientific biology terms. So it'll be like disproportionate energy transfer, and stuff like that. Like just like really
Mitochondria.
long, and it like cites the scientist who discovered it. Like it's a massive like peer-reviewed paper every time I do something.
That's awesome.
So Cubot
All right.
brings his
Now you
claws together and they form into a long sword, oddly enough,
Cool.
and he swings it at the creature. This is an 11 hit.
It does not.
He misses. He's just totally. He hasn't got the 5G power, the connection he needs to kind of aim that sword. So
That's right. All right, so you guys see Cubot here. Woof it. Anything else from you, Cubot?
exterminate.
The
That's
doctor.
Do you not have a second attack?
I'm a level 8
Level 8 what?
fighter.
Yeah, you should
Maybe-
have extra attack.
I do. Okay.
Extra attack.
Extra attack. I do have it.
Nice.
So
Gives
he
you another
swings once
swipe in.
again.
And miss.
Misses.
Da, da, da.
Calibrating.
You
He's gotta
all
calibrate.
witnessed this, and then immediately after Cubot finished its two failed attacks, you hear the structure behind you that you came in on start to vibrate and move as it slides more out to the exterior of the beast. The needle is starting to retract, and you also notice that you've been in the body. You've started to see these tiny little flakes start to be on your arms and stuff as you're starting to try to the body is starting to respond to you being present. So I put in Twitch chat and in Roll20 that this has been immunity round 1. When we get more immunity rounds, stuff will happen, so we'll keep track of that. So now it is the dire worm's turn. The dire worm will take a strike at Cubot, and it will do its multi-attack. And it gets, it actually makes, 3 attacks, 2 with its whips and 1 with its clasper. So you see 2 whip attacks go. Do those hit?
One of those hits.
Which one? 16?
Yeah. Meets it, beats it.
Alright, I'll let you take 11 bludgeoning on the whips. As it goes, 1 misses you and 1 hits you. And then it goes in with a clasper. Oof.
Whew. Ouch.
Yeah, that hits.
So that'll be 6, 7, 8, 28 piercing. And you are grappled.
Yikes.
Nobody grapples me.
You hate to see it.
And then you guys witness this thing try to grapple Cubot. Are you still hidden, Batman? Bat-Q?
I popped out to do an attack, so
Okay. So
that's probably not.
So the worm
Nope.
sees that, the other one in the back flank, and it will come next to you, and it will do its barrage against you. Seeing you pop out of cover.
I'm not made for melee.
It does 2 whips
Miss.
and a clasper.
Hit. Hit.
Okay. So the whip is 14 bludgeoning, and the clasper is 22 piercing, and you are also grappled.
Wow.
And that is it for the dire worms. You are up, Triple Q. Or Triple Nine.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put myself in a little better position, about like right here between these two guys. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cast this mass healing word
Okay.
up to 6 creatures. So I'm gonna reach out to my two homies who are being wrapped and grappled. Let's see. And I'm gonna call out words of restoration, which are gonna say, "I cleanse you. You are now cleansed." Those are sacred texts from Mr. Clean's back of the bottle. do not consume. Keep away from 2+ year olds, and those are the incantations. So I'm gonna go ahead and redo that. And it says,
You doing a level 1 or what?
I think that's a level 3.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do for both of these guys for
Not intended to treat any disease.
Thank you.
Correct.
You needed some healing.
correct. I'm gonna try to give you guys some heals. So do I need to? Where was that at? Mass healing.
It'll pop up with what level you
There it
want
is.
to cast it at, and then you hit submit, and it'll roll it for you.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
under spells.
There it is. Boom.
I'll take it. Thank you.
We shall destroy the elites together. All right.
So
The 1%.
you get a
Are the worms the
regular
elites?
action if you want it. Triple Q, 999.
Regular action.
Yeah, because that was a bonus action. So you
All right. Well
basically
then, I'm gonna do.
attack if you want. Not another spell, but you can do an attack if you want.
Let's see. So would spiritual weapon count as a spell?
Yes.
That's a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot. Let's see. Let me go ahead and use. I'm gonna go ahead and use Sacred Flame again
Okay.
on the character to the right of me.
Oh, the one
Let's see,
with
where's that at? Yeah, it's a little
Cubot?
worm to the right of me. So sick.
Okay.
Yeah. Boom. Does that? Got to make a
gotta make a
DC
dex save.
15.
Okay.
Ugh.
So saves. You see it dodge the
Sa-
fire.
Yep. Yep. I missed.
Tragic.
But you guys got some healings, so we're good. Alright, and that's it. I'm just gonna stand back at this point. That's all I can do.
Okay. Make sure to mark off on your spells, your spell slots off that.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. All right, Purell, you're up.
All right, so I am seeing these people get thrashed. So I'm not getting up there near that, but I am going to step out just a little so that I have I can target either one of these things. So I am going to bust out with another shot from my longbow. I'm going to aim for the one closest to me.
Okay.
So let's do that.
That's a miss.
That is a miss.
No.
Dang. Well, now I'm just standing here feeling silly. This did not play out the way I hoped it would.
All dressed up, nowhere to go.
Yeah, and I got nothing else I can really do. I don't get an extra turn or anything, so I'm just going to have to sit there in my shame until I can take aim again.
Okay. Do you have a favored foe or anything as a ranger? Because you're a ranger, correct?
Yeah, I do have favorite enemy.
Okay. Do you
I just actually was looking at that.
have you specified what that favored enemy is?
No, I have not.
I think you might have extra attack as well. Rangers normally get that.
Not seeing it. Favorite enemy elementals. That's what it is here. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so I will let you choose so this is not a traditional, Dungeons and Dragons campaign, obviously, because we flavored it to fit into a body. So I'm gonna let you choose if that favorite enemy elemental is against a indigenous cell or a foreign entity. So basically, you're going to encounter things that are part of Doug or not part of Doug are the two things that are going to be the hostile forces to you. So which one do you want to be your favorite enemy?
I think I want it to be things that are not part of Doug.
Okay. So if that's the case, can you click on the description of favorite enemy for me? Should be able to do the little comment text message bubble on your sheet to bring it up. It may give you an advantage, I'm not sure.
So what should I put in this box?
I just want to know what favorite enemy gives you, so you can either tell me or you can post a description.
Oh. Let's choose a type of favorite enemy. Let's see here.
Yeah, it's like a little talking bubble thing that pops up to the right.
There you go.
Hey.
There you go.
So you just get advantage on checks, basically, it looks like, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'll try
So
to-
if he wants to know what the weakness, maybe one of those things is, he could do a check and have advantage on it.
Mhm.
If they're weak
Very
to nanobots, for instance.
Maybe just microplastics.
It's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so would that be a perception check?
Yeah. If you would, well, it says there survival check, right? Is that what it lists in the chat?
Oh, yep.
So if you
Advantage
want
on
to
wisdom
kind
or
of
survival checks.
if you want to learn about dire roundworms, go for it. These beasts are pretty terrifying, by the way. They're a large beast, so they're a lot bigger than you. With a 19, you can tell that these are foreign to the body. They're roundworms. They're pretty vicious and nasty. They kind of got a what do you call it? Like a progressive evolution. What is it? What is the evolution tree for like a butterfly, like a chrysalis and all that? This is like an adult version.
They're in a larva.
Yeah, there's a larva stage, but this is not the larva stage. This is like a full-fledged adult. You can tell that it is pretty regular on.
Mature.
It is not necessarily weak to anything. It takes damage as normal, but you do know that these things can resist any sort of acid or poison damage because they can live in the stomach. So they don't
Checks
mind.
out.
They don't mind being or blinded. They don't mind not seeing, and they don't mind any sort of poison or acid. So you have that information. What you do with that is your choice.
Oh, I'm definitely going to share that.
Okay. How do you share that?
Yeah, I'm going to share that out with the team.
Well, I'll make sure not to use any acid attacks on them.
Okay. It is Q2's turn.
No, I didn't take my turn.
Oh, did I skip you? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Batterick.
No worries. I need this thing off me, or I will die next turn. So I'm going to cast Thunder Wave. Ignore sneak lightning. But he's got to do a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Boom.
Con save.
Yep.
Constitution. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
He's pretty conny.
Awesome. Well, he is pushed 10 feet away from me,
Cool.
and he takes big fat 3 thunder damage.
What direction would you like him to go? Just back.
Yeah, he can just go straight out.
He gets scooted back towards his
So
base.
he's kind of near the other one. Kaboom! And I am going to move over here, and I'm gonna hide as a bonus action.
And he took three thunder.
Yeah, 3 thunder damage.
Okay. Lightning and
And
the
duck
thunder.
behind him.
Thunder.
Artery. Yep, I'm all about lightning and thunder. Kaboom! Yeah, I push a button on my suit and it just boom. Feels like a blast emanating out from me. I'm sorry, you were outside the radius, Q and on. I couldn't help you.
It's Cubot's turn.
Yes. Did you
Cubot.
hide? Did you hide? Oh, you hid. Okay.
I did, yes.
Cubot heads into the fray. It's sort of in an unintelligent manner, as if he's just programmed to do things, and he is gonna do a two-handed sword attack. So both of his mandibles come together. He's gonna attack the one to the right.
Okay. That's gonna hit.
23. All right.
Nice.
Slashing through it. He's gonna make another attack, two-handed, on that same dire worm. Ooh.
That 14 will hit.
Oh,
8. Awesome. So 8 plus 13 is 21.
exterminate. Please die.
You are starting to see the one that you just struck. It screeched out aloud. And you notice it is looking pretty tired and about half strength to what it was. The other one is looking still pretty hardy. So that is your turn.
Looking Tom Hardy.
You see the tube behind you, the tower that you came in, slide back ever more outside of the body. It is also immune response 2. Gonna put that in Twitch as 2. Immune 2. And it is the dire worm's turn. Well, the dire worms are right here next to Cubot. The one is very mad that...
I hope you'll be okay, my friend.
So that's the one that you hurt. Back for vengeance.
Not good.
So that is 12 plus 9 plus 23 for that one.
44?
Yep.
Wow. You see Cubot's clear plastic shell begin to crack. It's almost as if if he took one more point of damage, he might burst and die.
Mm.
So
He is on the edge.
these
You hate to see it.
these dire worms are pretty territorial and are just trying to keep this as their home. So seeing that the other one gave you such a licking, his buddy is going to scoot around and do his attacks towards 999. So, oh crap! Sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and just roll the attacks and then move the character here in a minute. But all this is at you, Triple Q.
Ah.
Dang, I'm sorry on these rolls. They are just rolling too good.
Yeah, those all just hit me.
Okay.
Every one of
Opportunity
those.
attack.
Yeah, I'm about to give it to you. Hang on, let me process all this. Okay, so that is 12 plus 11 plus 14. So,
Be 47.
Whew. Ouch.
And you're grappled. And Qbot, you get an opportunity attack because it did leave your space. It
So
just
it left me with 40. Hold on, sorry. You said 47?
Yep.
47 damage, yeah.
Yikes.
Who?
It's gonna miss.
What are you gonna miss?
It just assumed you were dead, so it moved away from you. So it was surprised that you swung at it, but you didn't connect. So it keeps on moving and strikes at.
I'm trying not to fall apart here.
Mm.
That's what we're all doing.
All right, 999.
Okay, well, this changes things. Let's see. What do I want to do?
You got something in that spell list?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Back
going
to
through right now. Yeah, that's what I'm going through right now. I'm trying to find something. All right. Man, okay. I'm trying to save people here. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and do this beacon of hope. And which looks like there's only 2 people that are within range.
That's right. Take care of yourself. I'll be okay.
Yeah, well, you're the one who decided to climb the ceilings of the lungs all the way to the northern corridor.
Hey, we all agreed on the line. We discussed it.
So now at least we'll all have advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws.
Nice.
But what I'm confused about on this one, it says you regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing. So do I?
Oh, that's
I only
cool.
have one.
So, like, next turn, if you cast a healing spell, you don't have to roll for the amount of healing. You just get the max amount of possible healing.
Okay. Well, it says any number of
instead
creatures
of-
within range. Where you guys are all within 30 feet of me, so everybody would benefit from this.
Cool.
Yeah, this is target any number of creatures within range.
I'll take it.
So
That's good. I have some heals too. So I might be able to help.
Yeah, like if I drank a potion, a healing potion, I wouldn't have to
for
roll.
any
I could
healing.
just get a max. I don't know if I have any. But
okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. And...
your second wind.
Do I know?
As
okay.
a fighter, he has an ability called Second Wind that heals, so that would also be maxed, I believe. So just the 10 plus 5 of
Okay. All right, so yeah, I casted that spell, Beacon of Hope.
Okay.
Very nice.
Brings me down to. Let's see.
I feel emotion.
Didn't mean to do
I
that.
feel hope.
All right, and I'm pretty sure after Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's really all I can do at this point. I don't think I have a bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't. So yeah, all I can do is just make sure that we have advantage on the death saving throw.
Nice.
The inevitable death saving.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm preparing for the inevitable here.
Okay. Do you have? We'll move to Perel's turn. Perel, do you have a sub archetype for your ranger that you had picked? Were you doing hunter?
Don't. Yes, I think so.
Okay.
I think I put that in here.
He's been training for 200
There
years.
is a reason why.
I had to hunt.
There was a reason why you didn't have. Well, I looked at your sheet, so I totally big brothered you and looked at your sheet, and
Not
have been
cool,
looking
man.
at, I know, and surveillance you. Speaking of 5G and the government watching, and you were sitting at level 1, my friend. So I am about to hit the level up for you. So you're about to get a ton more stuff. So let me just hit that real quick.
Cool.
And
Quick, level 1 to level 8 character
yeah, just doing a
progression.
You were sticking with the bow, right? You wanted to do archery,
Yes.
okay?
Yep.
Get you leveled up here. Look at your character sheet. What do you want to increase your ability scores of?
Ooh.
You can increase 2 of your abilities by 1 or 1 by 2.
Let's do dexterity by 2.
Got it. Ooh, I forgot you get spells as a ranger.
My bad. Just reading, sorry.
Mm.
What you think, Tris, to hit him up?
My bad.
What's up?
What do you think on a hunter? What would be good ones for archery, fighting style, hunter archetype? I'm looking at his spells. Hunter's Mark and Goodberry is what I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, those are always good.
Hunter's Berry, Goodberry. Give you a cure wounds if that's okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you a bark skin. And spike growth. Okay. Alright, since you were level 1 when you made those attacks, I'm going to have you re-roll those attacks. Basically, I'll let you take 3 turns at once, and then we'll finish out this initiative order, and we'll call it quits for tonight. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Bueno.
So I'll do 3 longbows.
No, dude. You get to take 3 turns.
Then disregard. Okay.
No, that's right. You get to do 1 more attack if you want it,
I do want it.
and that hits, by the way.
One more.
Why is it doing the +2? Oh, because of your style. That's right. So both those are gonna hit.
Nice.
All right. That's from your first, so we're gonna retcon that. Don't say I'm not nice, Poochu crew. All right. Do
Okay.
Very kind.
two more attacks to simulate your second turn,
Okay.
because you tried to attack again. All right. That second attack with your longbow is gonna hit. Okay.
Or piercing.
All right. Now you can actually take the turn of this turn. Or whatever
All right,
you're
so
doing.
I'm
And
gonna
you
do-
have spells too to keep in mind. So you've got spells if you want to not just attack. But that one is looking pretty weak that's got Q2 bot grapple.
Yep, I'm gonna target that one, and I'm gonna bust out with another longbow. If I can find it again. There it is.
Okay, that's going to hit. Both those are going to hit.
Nice.
Well done. 15 damage, that's awesome.
Perfectly.
Okay, that one that's got Q2 bot grappled is looking pretty weak. Like, could be finished off soon. Alright, anything else for you, Purell?
No, I'm gonna check out some of my new abilities now that I'm all leveled up correctly.
There you go.
I'm good.
Alright, Bat Rig.
All right. I gotta help my friends who I just met. I'm going to throw
That doesn't seem like Batman.
one of my fat pulse batarangs.
Nope.
And miss. And I'm gonna throw another. These are at the one here. Cute.
Nice. That's gonna hit. Pew! Which one are you aiming at? The one over by
Alright.
Q-Bot?
By Q.
Okay.
22 damage.
Alright.
Jeez.
How do you want to end this thing with your batarangs?
I'm gonna chuck it, and the electric pulse is gonna go through it and make it stick straight out, and it's also gonna kickstart Q and give him a little jolt of.
Okay, I like the jolt. I like the jolt. So here's what I'm gonna allow you to do. I'm so creative. This is such a creative stream. We don't obviously go by the rules, as you can see by. We try to, but we kind of get a little creative. So I'm gonna let you choose what to do. You notice that electricity, once it kills the dire worm, starts heading towards Qbot. So I'm gonna let you either let that go into Qbot and we'll heal him for 9, or you can have the electricity spin off at the other worm and hurt it for 9. This is a modification of the cleave rule that we will use for this campaign. What you want to do? Heal your buddy for 9, hurt the other enemy for 9.
Just kill people.
Kill him. Kill them.
Hello?
Yeah, I can't. You're just being quiet, buddy. Did you say one?
He said hello.
Hello?
Heard that.
I heard hello.
When they say goodbye, you say hello.
Am I back?
Yeah?
You're back.
Can hear you.
He might not be able to hear us.
Hello?
I'll be back.
Hello.
Am I back?
Yeah? We
Yep.
can hear you.
Hello? Yeah, I want, you say don't heal, hurt?
Hurt.
Alright, I'll hurt.
Okay.
Hurt, not heal. We'll heal when we're dead.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got advantage on these death saving rolls, so it's gonna be fine.
Right? We don't fear death. What we fear
we're
is
good.
having never lived.
We're good.
Very poetic. Alright, so you see the husk melt away around Qbot. Qbot, you're no longer restrained. And that electricity arced off the other dire worm and hit, arced off that dire worm as it died and hit the other dire worm. Qbot, it is your turn, bud.
Cubot is going to use his bonus action to use Second Wind. He's going to get 18 health back
Nice.
thanks to the buff I got from Purell.
Nice.
It's
Purell
actually a really
and
cool
then,
spell. I've never used it, but it's cool.
Yeah. So no longer going to die. That's cool. And Cubot is looking around at his shell and realizing he's probably too low to just dive into combat. So he's going to attempt to help 999. He's going to use the help action. And I'm going to characterize this as he's grabbing 999 with his arms and like moving him to dodge the attacks. How about that?
Nice.
Take me.
Help me.
You must escape.
All right. So that is the end of your turn, Cubot?
That's it.
Did we want to stop at this round?
Yeah. So I'm gonna cinematically conclude it. You guys hear the vibrating of the tower structure. You came in behind you. Remove a lot quicker than you anticipated, and it slides and out from behind you, and you hear it grinding against the lung, and the whole chamber and chambers beyond this one seem to shake and with great vibrations. You see this giant direworm starting to screech up towards the ceiling and around and going into a little bit of a choir of this eerie noises as it looks over at its fallen brethren and up into the chamber. And you all look back to see just a vacant hole of the lungs starting to heal back up already from where you came in. And you realize that this seems to be more of a one-way trip than you anticipated.
Dun, dun, dun.
And that'll be the end for tonight's episode. I would like to do... Alex, you got to go, or do you got 60 seconds?
I can give you 60 seconds.
Okay. All right, so this has been our one shot, so I'm going to go ahead and cut over to another screen now. And I'm going to put ask my timekeeper climate changer to put 60 seconds on the clock.
Starting clock.
Beep, 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 beep. Okay, get ready, and I'll tell you when to start to get it set up. All right, Alex, here's the game. You got 60 seconds
Oh, man.
to name some menu items off of Cookout Menu. As you all know, Twitch, as I get this set up, we are trying to get a Cookout sponsorship. And I'm going to start getting super aggressive with it because I feel that we need a Cookout sponsorship because we represent them. I eat Cookout regularly, and I know the Putu crew is fans as well. So I think we would serve the Cookout very well by being an online Twitch presence for them. So, all right, you have 60 seconds to give me 10 of the fancy milkshakes from the Cookout Creamery. Do not look at the stream.
All right.
I will show people the menu, but you do not look at the stream, okay? So all in all, this is about 37 milkshakes with 2 specialty milkshakes there. So I will do the tallying once our timekeeper says to go. And Putu Crew, you can help him out as well. All right, on your mark, Climate Changer, and of course, give us those beeps at the 30-second and 10-second mark, if you don't mind.
Starting now.
Starting now.
All right. Well, you got the 2 seasonals, the 2 winters. You got the watermelon and the eggnog.
All right, that's 2. Beep,
You've got
beep.
You've got a standard vanilla, the strawberry, and the chocolate. But why stop there when you could get a blueberry, a Butterfinger? I think they've got a peach. I know they have a peach. I think they've got a peach cobbler.
Yeah. You said peach and peach
Peanut
cobbler.
butter. Okay, that's
Dude, you've
that's
already gotten
peanut
10
butter.
in.
Peanut butter when you get the peanut butter fudge.
Beep.
And if you're feeling real adventurous, knock something out with a pineapple. You know, it's starting to get cold outside. Grab something fruity and tropical. Keep you hanging on till summer. Or snuggle up with a nice cold cappuccino milkshake from Cookout. You can't go wrong with any of the ones I've listed. They're all delicious.
What
Why
time do
not
they
just
close?
stop getting milkshake? That's the thing. They're open until like 3
So I'm
a.m.
about to hop in my car like right now.
Same. I stopped at the milkshake.
That's it. All right. Do you want to know his score, folks? That's 13 milkshakes. He went above and beyond.
Boom. Boom.
He knows his
Just like
shakes.
Cookout does every day.
That's right. Well done, Alex. And do we have any fan mail today, or we didn't get a chance to check the box?
You know, fan mail was dry today.
Okay.
I'm hoping we'll see some. I really am. I'm keeping an eye out, and I hope to have something to share back next week.
Okay, putasu2ua@gmail is our fan email for anybody who wants to send a fan email. Thank you all for joining us. This has been a fun one-shot. Osmosis Jones, everyone. Ba-ba-ba. Players, I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It should get really interesting later, so look forward for more Putu announcements. We'll be here again next week, 8 o'clock sharp, on the Putu channel for our continuing campaign from our Osmodera Jones series. This has been Putu and Crew, and we're saying good night. Goodbye.
Night, night.